Now you can still get it on the PS Network. You can download it. It's like $10. This is a game where you play as the niece of Keiji Inafune, who has created a video game themed amusement park, which is terribly unrealistic. I mean, Keiji Inafune finished something.
No. If this theme park was real, everything would be falling apart.
Well, this theme park does get invaded by terrorists who are all dressed as pigs, but I guess that's better than nothing, right?
Number 9 jokes. All right.
Go ahead and hit the button, talk about it.
Yes. Okay, now, the pig-themed terrorists have tracked you and 7 guys inside the park and challenged you to perform video game-themed tasks in order to not get blown to pieces. Now, what we're seeing here is the main game mechanic, Explosive Insight. It works a little bit like cross-examination in Ace Attorney, except watered down a little. Saki gives a mental recap of what's been going on and what the basic rules of the puzzle are, and you will see certain phrases that are highlighted in a darker color. You have to select 3 of these phrases, and if one of these is the magical key idea to solving the puzzle, then you will be able to save everyone and all the boys will think you're hot.
Yeah, if you don't pick the correct phrase, you all die. However, this is a fairly forgiving visual novel, so if you do die, you just go back to the last choice you made. Is that this one?
Actually, this is the one where you have to say.
Okay. We need to speak this up.
This was the clip where I forgot that people could read.
Okay. Watch this. If you do pick the correct choice, you get treated to the worst pun ever. Inciting.
But that game, I love it because it's a little bit shonen-esque, but let's do something a little sparklier.
So this game came out for the DS.
And in this game, you find out that you are the spitting image of the Princess of Dance. And she comes from the Kingdom of Dance. And you have to trade places with her so that you can compete in the Festival of Dance. This game is about dancing. But yes, in terms of gameplay, this one plays a little bit like Elite Beat Agents, but we'll talk about that in a sec. First, you have to put on an outfit.
And the outfits have almost nothing whatsoever to do with your stats or the storyline.
Wait, we gotta do our magical girl transformation.
Yes. Oh, damn 3D, original DS graphics.
Too fast!
Alright, now here's how this works. You have the top screen on the left, the touch screen on the right. And we wait for the thing to start. And you have to move your stylus from point to point in time with the rhythm. And every time you do it correct, if you look closely, your picture and your boy's picture get a little bit closer together, and occasionally you make Mario noises. Now, this game does have visual novel choices, but they only determine which boy you end up dancing. Whether or not you get to kiss him is completely dependent on your skill with the stylus.
And obviously what we're seeing here is really, really easy. This is actually the first dance you do in the game.
This is the tutorial level.
As the game gets further on, you get things like sambas and foxtrots, and it gets pretty much as hard as Elite Beat Agents, where you're just like, oh God, please, I don't want to be alone.
I don't think Kid ever finished this game, did you? The samba is hard as hell. I'll tell you that much.
Nobody loves me because I have carpal tunnel. It's the saddest thing. But
moving on to, I'm really feeling it. All right, so going on to the next one. All right.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
Okay, so this game's title is a pun because Yojimbo means bodyguard, and the 3 main guys in this game are named Yo, Jin, and Bo. It starts off with with a fairly, stock standard, I am a modern girl who has been sent back to the body of a medieval princess. And suddenly I'm surrounded by hot boys. Sort of, plot. But then things get kind of interesting.
I'm really hoping this is readable right here.
旅籠は1年前から予約がびっしり埋まっていると聞くぞ。
おかげさまで。しかし、いずれの旗のの茶屋も城からの湖畔の眺めに比べれば
Oh my god, the view is so amazing!
ゴキブリとヘラクレスオオカブトムシほども違いまするぞ。
虫キングの道は遠いと。でも
不思議花とミュウツーくらいは違うと思われます。
あの道もまた遠いと。でもマスターになれたら終わりだもんね。
姫、棍棒とロトの剣ほど違うかと。
死んでしまうとは何事だ。
姫、名前は打ち込んだ方がよろしいかと。お越しいただければ東条自慢のシェフによる三つ星料理をご用意いたします。また乙女水前のスイートも隠しさせます。
Okay, now this is one of my favorite lines in just a sec.
給仕もできないウェイターなんて。しかし姫様。
案ずるな。スイーツを寄贈するものだ。
いつお帰りになられたの。胸仕事が。たまには温泉でお願い。
But yes, as this game goes on, the characters start doing things like making references to other anime and video games, making references to other roles the voice actors have had.
Break the fourth wall,
There's one scene.
references.
Yeah, there's one scene where one guy's like, "Dude, I loved you in Gankutsuo. You were my favorite character."
And then another scene where the characters start arguing over whether or not they're dateable.
Yes, because you have like the big muscly silver-haired dude, and the Shota is like, "No one would want to date you." But I recorded so many lines. I think I'm a main character.
There's no way anyone would want to be on your route.
And then you have the little Twinkie boy who's just like,
Yeah, he makes jokes about how he's totally legal in Europe, you guys.
it's a very different type of Otome game, but it's fun.
Unfortunately, the company went under that made this, but it's still available on JList for like $10. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah. Okay, now let's go to Korea.
Let's take a quick trip to South Korea, where I have a company called Cherries that made a couple of games we're going to talk about. First, we have Dandelion, about a shy college student who is given a basket of animals that turn out to be dudes. And Nameless, about a shy high school student who collects ball-jointed dolls that turn into dudes.
But let me tell you about Nameless. In this game, they play it in a very dark way because they say that all of these dudes were sentient before they became human, and so they remember being treated like inanimate objects and like thrown in closets and stuff like that. So they have issues.
Oh, these boys don't just have issues, they have the entire subscription.
There's one, probably my favorite ending, just because it surprised me so much. You have the ending with one guy who goes yandere, and he's like, "I'm going to hurt you," and you're like, "Oh no, I'm going to die."
And then another boy slams open the door, pushes him out of the way, he goes out a window, and then he turns to you and says, "Are you okay?" And then you're like, "I think so." And then he's like, "Good, because I'm the one who's going to kill you."
Nobody expects the Spanish yandere.
He out-yandered the other yandere.
Now, Cherries have released a third game, Mystic Messenger, which takes place entirely
within a phone message system.
But I've only played like a little bit of that, but I will say when you first fire up that game, they say there is the casual story and the intense story. And that is the part I'm waiting for, because that's going to get screwed up.
Knowing Cherries, the intense story is not going to be fun.
But let's talk about some, well, this one is fun and not fun.
Let's get this one out of the way.
Alright, I'm going to play this clip, you talk over it.
Alright, so here's something, I'm going to say something a little controversial. Hafufu Boyfriend is a genuinely good, well-written visual novel.
True life.
It starts off as a straight-up parody of the otome genre, which is hilarious. All of the boys are just walking stereotypes. You have the childhood friend, you have the player, you have the rich boy, you have the boy who never leaves the library, you have the teacher, you have the jock, and you have the one who is absolutely bat guano insane. But after you play through all of these routes,
Yes.
you unlock the real story,
Which is called Hurtful Boyfriend.
Oh,
To
gosh.
give you an idea.
and things get really dark. Like they explain why there are no humans around, why the boy can't leave the library, what's the deal with the teacher who seems to be kind of crazy, how birds became sentient, and it is really messed up and really good, and everyone should play it.
This turns into a horror tragedy with like hardcore political themes of like racism and genocide and like unrequited love, and it's amazing.
Who's played through Hurtful Boyfriend? Okay, I'm going to say one sentence that's going to make you cry and no one else will understand it. Don't open the box, Ryota.
He does not know what's in that box.
Don't open the box, Ryota.
Now here's the thing, about a year or two later they released
The looks on your faces. I'm not sorry.
they released Holiday Star, which is the Christmas-themed fan disc, which much like the original game, starts out super fun and quirky, and then the fan disc gets into its own little plot, which is heart-rending. And I just, this is a game about angst. Also, I want to give a shout out to the the My Little Pony speak.
Yes, all of the bird puns. You have every birdie.
And instead of Valentine's Day, you have Legumentine's Day.
Where you give the boy you love a bag of trail mix because he's a bird. So if you just looked at this game, played a couple of routes.